Well, kind thanks, Brent and company. We hope it is worth the wait. An odd rain delay, not tarp on the field, but instead on the roof. And it has been thankfully repaired. This was the look as we were closing in on tip. The veteran head coach closing in on 600 career wins. Ray Harper was the first to see it. He alerted facilities. The wet factor was unyielding. Even the super slow-mo gets a feel as leaks popped from the roof on high about every 20 to 30 seconds. A good amount of large drops were pooling on the floor. The coaches converged and they agreed, we can't play. It's not safe for the players. So off to the locker rooms respectively they went. They were able to get some warm-up work in. The towels held for then, and then they were able to engineer a solution. As they hit the floor once again, the crowd roared, and for more on what led us into this hour delay and then some, Tiffany Blackman.
Well, hey guys, I did speak with Joel Lamp with the Huntsville-Madison County Convention and Visitors Bureau. He told me that the leak has been fixed, so that is some great news. And while we were waiting, I did catch up with Coach Ray Harper of Jack State, and he told me these guys got here at 5 to try to beat out some of the severe weather coming in. So the main issue for them was just staying focused, but as you can see, these guys chomping at the bit to go. They only needed 10 minutes for warm-up. And Mike, I know you caught up with Coach McKay.
Yeah, Coach McKay said, well, this is a new one. Certainly wasn't mentally prepared for this. Our guys are ready. And I asked him, I said, well, how are you going to stay loose? He goes, nah, you don't have to worry about my guys. They're dialed in. They'll stay loose. They'll stay ready. And we're about to tip off here. How great is this, John Sadak?
Ready to crown a champion in Conference USA. From a leaky linger to the opening tap for a chance to dance in Liberty. Has the ball as 1 meets 2 in CUSA. Hayden Matheny, who had a stellar second half, a critical part of Liberty's comeback. Both teams came back from double-digit deficits in their respective semifinal. Zach Cleveland, the look to Matheny, defended by Corey Cotton. He has a quick trigger and a deep shot. 4 to shoot. Matheny tight to the sideline. No.
Even that shot, you feel like it's about to go down. He's one of those players that every time he shoots it, you assume it's going in.
He is a stellar shooter, but had a rough time head-to-head against Jacksonville State as these teams split their regular campaign. Jerron Pierre, the Conference USA Player of the Year, wearing 5, top of the arc right, also struggled head-to-head. Cotton off the spin. That's a tough bucket.
Both these teams play at a very slow tempo. They're in the 300s in tempo, according to Ken Palm, but they run different styles of half-court offense. It's a more modern offense for Liberty, fluid, spacing, rhythm for Jacksonville State. They're analytically one of the best isolation scoring teams in the nation.
Owen Aquino flipped to Porter, extended off the Cleveland screen and cut. Porter pause and drive, floater is a bad miss, won by Jacksonville State. Marcellus Brigham Jr., the leave for Pierre Jr., who's one of the great scorers in college basketball. And his first is a miss.
Something to watch in this game, John, as you and I talked a lot about it before the game, is what the physicality is going to be like. And there's a great backdoor cut by Matheny, just can't finish. Jacksonville State is the bigger team by far. Actually, Liberty is one of the shortest teams in the nation in terms of average roster height. They're around the 340th range in terms of heights across your roster.
And there is a big foul. It goes on Pierre for a rather visible, almost football drill-like drop-the-shoulder moving screen.
I think you and I both expected as this game started after a total and complete bizarre, you don't prepare for that kind of delay. There's some choppiness in the beginning. You have to remember these two teams, and when you make it to a championship game, it is exhausting. You're banged up, you're bruised, you're tired. Everything's about grit and holding true to your culture and system.
Liberty with space. Aquino on the cut. Cleveland on the drive. Stripped on the way up, and he coughs it up. Corey Cotton on the trot, picked up by the smaller Matheny. Given isolation, bounce to Pierre in stride. Banker, good, and one. A top 5 scorer in the country with a chance at a 3-point play.
Curl cut here for Pierre. Just an excellent job of moving without the basketball. It's a good look at why he is one of the best scorers in the nation. He's 4th in the nation in scoring over 21 points a game. And he's one of those guys, you've probably heard the phrase before. He is a 3-level scorer. Dangerous from 3, dangerous from mid-range, and can attack the rim as good as anybody in Conference USA.
He is the Conference USA Player of the Year, but the 6th Man of the Year, the 6th starter for Liberty, is into the fray early. It is Talon Peter, their top scorer, who comes off the bench.
Yeah, that's a normal thing for Liberty. If they don't get a couple good looks in the beginning of the game, Peter tends to check in as very quickly within the first couple minutes. He is essentially the 6th starter for this Liberty Flames team.
Porter saw a double, look up top to Peter, down the lane, puts it up left hand, rolls around it in.
Right on cue. You need energy, you need rhythm, you put Peter into your lineup. That's one of the dangerous things about this Liberty team.
Instant offense, Jacksonville State. A lot of close calls. Each of the last 4 games in this tournament decided by 1 possession. Jacksonville State has won back-to-back games for the first time since an 8-game win streak into early February. Poke out of bounds. That included the win against Liberty, Liberty's lone loss in the last month and a half.
Hard to believe that Talon Peter didn't have a single Division I scholarship offer coming out of high school. Transfer from Arkansas Tech, where averaged 18 a game. He's one of the more efficient scorers in the country.
Kelron House, contested 3, got it. His big burst, his first show-out game came in the win against Liberty. It was probably his best until he shined with a career-high 20 in the semis.
He's an elite freshman.
Porter, that's a tough shot.
He makes that. There's a lot of Steve Nash in Colin Porter's game, how he can dribble along the baseline and finish high over a taller defender. That shot has to be practiced, John. You don't just shoot that randomly.
House picks up the pound. Corner Cotton slithers closer from the elbow. Brigham, couple of up fakes over the longer Cleveland. Out of bounds. It'll be Jacksonville State ball.
Here's the freshman sizing up Matheny. You could see the release. He's been excellent all season long. There's Porter snaking the ball screen. He does that so well. We'll probably see him snake at least 4 to 5 ball screens tonight.
Pierre spinning into a late double. That rims away, out of bounds. And the last time these teams met, Pierre hit a top-of-the-key 3. He missed his next 11 shots. Aggressive early in this late title game. 8-4 Gamecocks.
It's how you do it. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And that goes with anything. You understand?
Find the things you love.
It's how you do it.
Welcome to your Walmart.
What is going on?
People love how the new Homes.com helps them get quick answers about any property by connecting them to the actual listing agent.
Oh, so I'm done?
Oh, no. We're still not sure everyone knows that we're the only site that always connects you to the listing agent rather than selling off your contact info. So we're going to keep you up there a little while longer.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting great exposure.
Speaking of exposure, can we get him a hat?
Ooh, what about a beret?
Oh. Ding dong.
Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Hilton is bringing you more new ways to stay than ever before. With all new places, there's all new experiences to enjoy. Hilton for the stay.
We are trying really hard to get you Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, but there is only so much we can do here. You're gonna have to meet us halfway. Well, the whole way, actually.
You're watching Bracket Week presented by Kubota on CBS Sports Network. 8-4, Jacksonville State doubling up Liberty in the early stage. John Sadak, Mike O'Donnell, Tiffany Blackman, and our CBS Sports crew. Richie McKay's offense had a really sluggish start. In fact, they trailed for a season high by a lot, 36-plus minutes in the semifinal.
And a huge key to Liberty is matching Jacksonville State's physicality. Coach Harper told us, the head coach for Jacksonville State, he says, we want to be the more physical team. They feel that they have the size and toughness and physicality advantage over Liberty.
Turnover, Aquino couldn't keep the handle. That's a rarity. Liberty shields the ball incredibly well, the fewest turnovers in Conference USA. Some of that comes to pace as well, and something Jacksonville State stands number 2 in the league. House off the double screen and over hard goes Porter. Great jump give. Wide open and the furious rim rock by Mason Nicholson.
And the setup by the freshman, Kelron House. Averages just over 3 assists a game. He is such a talented kid.
Oh, what a pass. Aquino, left hand too strong. Gamecocks want to push. Pierre, transition triple. A little flat, a miss, long board to Nicholson. Pierre says, feed me. Kick corner, Cotton. The smaller Matheny. Cleveland lying in wait for help. Pass to Pierre. Right into the lane, up and in.
We've seen the rhythm. We've seen the tempo of Jaron Pierre. There you saw the strength, absorbing the contact.
It's almost like orchestral magic meets jazz.
I'm not smart enough to say the word you just said, but well said.
Matheny pawed at on the wing. Cleveland trying to set a screen. Porter way out. Contested 3. Rainbow!
Oh, man. That had some arc on it.
Might get wet if it goes too high. Jacksonville State in the half court.
That's why you're a pro, John Sadak.
Plays catch with Pierre. House surveys. Nicholson fronted hard by Aquino. Elbow J. Tough.
Feeling it.
Kelron House did not play until the 2nd of December. Had stress fracture in his foot. Didn't start until a quasi-homecoming in Western Kentucky. Corner, Peter. Bucket.
What a pass from Porter along the baseline. I told you the kid had shades of Steve Nash in his game. That was a tough wraparound pass along the baseline.
Porter to Peter to pop a 3. Now Pierre looking for a response. Driving on Cleveland. Tough miss. Aquino rips it down. Headman to Peter against House. Behind the back of the lane. Loses handle. And the alert hands for Nicholson, who's been a transformational project, emerging into a big star.
Yeah, Nicholson's been good in this tournament, and he has gotten better as the season has gone along. They wanted to go to him early in this game.
House falling down. Cotton off the jab step. Double. House as Peter steps up and fouls him.
Watch this, the roll by Nicholson. The excellent find, that extra dribble by House to pull the defender. And here's Porter. Gets away with a little bit of a carry. How did he see Peter in the corner? Porter to Peter. Alliteration aside, I'll take my chances, John.
Multiple subs for both teams. Peter and Porter combining for all 10. Among the notable subs, Javon Malfer into the fray. And he's guarding Pierre. He had the primary assignment on Pierre in the first couple of meetings.
Yeah, Mothmer is an excellent on-ball defender. Probably Liberty's best on-ball defender.
House contested Jay on the way. Peter.
House is playing like he has fresh legs, isn't he? Just is in attack mode at the top of the key.
Porter off a Cleveland screen, tries to feed him a little deep. Reverse, high kiss, miss. Things seem a little rushed near the rim at times for Liberty.
Well, Jacksonville State is taller and they're more physical, and it feels like they're disrupting the rhythm of Liberty on the offensive end. Liberty is one of the most efficient half-court offenses in the country.
Pierre, the probing dribble. Yowie Tuka hits heel Cleveland. Cleveland can facilitate. Yates Off the fake. Porter cuts closer.
He's good. He's really good. He understands angles. He understands timing. He wasted 0 time catching and ripping and attacking House.
Liberty had missed 5 of its first 7 layups until that one makes it a 2-point game. Hogue. Niagu looking for the high-low. Hogue has to get rid of it. And he gives it away. Grain of the lane to Porter. Up ahead. Up and in with a tough angle. Javon Malfer. 7 unanswered to draw even. House against Porter. What a handle. Given the isolation. Put it up. Snaps the 3-minute drought.
How good has Kelron House been at the start of this game in the Conference USA Championship game? Dude has 7 already.
Porter, the pause. Cleveland drops the shoulder. Great move. His footwork and feel for passing so pure.
He is the Swiss Army knife of Conference USA. You talk to any opposing coach, they fear Zach Cleveland the most because of his point-forward passing and angles ability in the half court.
House playing with such confidence. He's been bodied by Porter, but not bothered in the least.
This is a great matchup, too. These guard-on-guard, House and Porter.
Pierre, brief double. Stepping back.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
With 1 on the timer, the 2 is true. Now these teams know what is on the line. A berth in the NCAA tournament. Great feed. Cleveland score.
How about the ball game we got here? Back and forth we go. Empty side, pick and roll for Liberty with Porter. Another dime.
Cotton and Nicholson ready to sub in. Pierre surveys. Matheny to the table for Liberty. Pierre given no ground. Hogue. Pierre screens. Hogue loses handle. Saved in the corner. 10 to shoot. Ituka. Tough shot rejected by Cleveland. Moffmer. Right down the lane. Bucket. These are 2 slow tempo teams, right?
Could have fooled me. They're in the 300s in tempo, according to Ken Palm. This is great.
Pierre bumped. That's a foul. Xander Yates, his first.
Well, we had to wait a little bit for this one to get going, but once we did, wow, we have seen some great ball. Transition offense for Liberty. Moffmer, and then Pierre, the snatchback cross. You're watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota on CBS Sports Network.
Dive into the biggest moments from the big dance with NCAA March Madness Bracket Breakdown. Tomorrow on CBS
Sportmat and wireless remote. Call now.
During the month of March, Jersey Mike's will be collecting donations in support of 200-plus local charities. Visit your local Jersey Mike's to participate. We're back in Huntsville, Conference USA Championship game, and moments ago, our own Tiffany Blackman caught up with the Liberty head man, Richie McKay.
Coach McKay, Jack State tried to set the tone defensively, but you guys seem to have combated that by being aggressive inside. How do you keep the momentum going?
Yeah, Tiff, we're playing the right way now. We didn't start that way. We took early, quick shots that we didn't have an advantage. Got cross-matched on the way back, and we settled in a little bit of a delay, and we got that fixed, so hopefully we fixed ourselves too.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
A kind thanks. The Flames in a conference title game for the 6th time in 8 years. They're unblemished as a 1 seed. That includes conference crowns in the Big South, the A-Sun. This is their first such journey as a 1 seed, just their 2nd year total in Conference USA. Well, Pierre and House, 7 apiece. They have 14 of Jacksonville State's 18. Off the heel and a whistle. Send it the other way as Brigham bumped with Peter. That'll be Brigham's first.
And that was going to be a huge key for Liberty coming into this game. Would Liberty be able to match the physicality of Jacksonville State? They're going to crash the glass on both ends of the floor, and having perfect box outs every single shots that are taken by Jacksonville State is going to be paramount for Liberty in this game.
Well, some dialogue between each head coach and the officiating crew. But there will be no monitor review on the last infraction. And here's a different defense from Jacksonville State.
We got a little bit of a zone.
Matheny hasn't scored yet. He's back in. Peter's got 5. Peter, deep 3, got it!
Taylon Peters shoots over 45% from 3. You got to treat him like a 50% three-point shooter. That was way too much room. Zone buster.
Ken Pom has him top 20 in the country in offensive rating. Oh, Peter picks it off and fouled. That'll be Corey Cotton's first.
It's a steal by Peter. Excellent defender. Get out and run in transition. That's actually where Liberty is at their best. We talk a lot about their half-court offenses. You get a look at Peter. John, I mean, that's 4 or 5 feet beyond the three-point line, and he shot that like it was nothing.
And a foul before entry. Got too physical. They're going to take a look now.
Yeah.
That was House tangled up with Xander Yates. It seemed like there was a request to look at the contact on the foul at the other end of the floor that did not get a monitor review. This is getting monitor review. We're going to step aside.
Daisy is creamy, pure natural cottage cheese. Only Daisy cottage cheese will do.
Hilton is bringing you more new ways to stay than ever before. With all new places, there's all new experiences to enjoy. Hilton for the stay.
The fact that this Reese's ad showed up at this exact moment proves that your devices are listening to your stomach.
A moment like this, or this, puts you in rare air. Getting there requires a whole other level of confidence. Not to mention the right equipment and the right training. And the pros who ascend to the top of their field, trust Werner, the official ladder of NCAA March Madness.
I just signed 1,819,154 thank you cards for people who bought subs on last year's Day of Giving.
You know we're doing it again this year, right?
Again?
Join us for Jersey Mike's Day of Giving. Be a sub above.
Gravity Defier for life. IMS for life.
Back at the Conference USA Championship, Liberty leads by 5. Extra look on the latest contact. A foul called on the floor against Kelron House on this action against Xander Yates, 11 in gray. And it will just be a common foul. Nothing elevated, but there has been some more peak physicality. I mean, I kind of thought the contact that Corey Cotton had on the two-hand shove of Peter after the steal when he had a breakout layup could have warranted in some games a raised X, and on the drag down on the screen that we saw a play earlier.
But in some ways, we expected this, the physicality of that. This is the championship game. You win, you're in the tournament. Not surprising.
Here's word from Ray Harper moments ago with Tiffany.
Coach Harper, Liberty trying to find their way with that transition game. How can you better disrupt them?
Well, you got to take better shots. Our shot selection led them to be able to get out and run, get some easy baskets. So we got to get more movement and get better shots.
Thanks, Coach.
He's also looking for his 600th career collegiate head coaching win. Jacksonville State had one 20-win season in 2 decades before he arrived 9 years ago. Can they win the crown in Conference USA? Matheny, deep three. Got it! His first bucket of the night.
He's the John Paxson of Conference USA. Deep range and is about as pure of shooting form as you will find in the country.
Liberty has hit its last 7 from the floor. It is a 10-0 Flames run. House has been hot early, defended by the longer Cleveland. That shot short. Javon Moffmer's been all over the place. He was a prolific scorer in D2. He does a bit of everything at D1. Yates! Unselfish perimeter passing. Timeout, Jacksonville State. It is a 13-0 run and the biggest lead for Liberty.
Liberty can shoot it, but they're so unselfish. Watch Matheny, a deep, almost logo three. He's very capable from there. The extra pass, that was in semi-transition when they pushed after that miss. It's one of the reasons why Liberty's offense is so good. You're worried about all the motion in the half court, but they're actually 8th in the nation in transition offense scoring efficiency according to Synergy Sports. They're better than Kentucky, Texas Tech, Iowa State. 67% effective field goal percentage in transition. That's big time.
Now you see the difference in assists, and that speaks to the systems. That's pretty reflective of what they're like on the year. For Liberty, it's Colin Porter who already has 4 dimes. That's given him 400 in his career in just 3 seasons all at Liberty.
And Colin Porter very rarely turns the ball over. He's top 25 in the nation in assist-to-turnover ratio.
And here come the Gamecocks, and you heard Ray Harper talk about shot selection. Do you agree with that?
I do, and we're finally seeing a little continuity. That's what's worked for them. So they got a couple good actions in their ball screen, and they've been primarily running their ball screen in the middle of the floor, the middle third of the floor, and then spacing out. This is not a team offensively that's going to run a lot of action. They are one of the best ISO scoring teams in the country, but when they need something, they typically go to high ball screen action.
And so the foul to Yates, that is his 3rd. Free throw good. During the month of March, CBS Sports celebrates women's history, honoring the role of women, inspiring generations to move forward together. Well, how about the young man at the line, Mason Nicholson, who plays multiple instruments, a 3.5 GPA as a pre-med bio major. You had a chance to ask Ray Harper about his background and what he was like when he arrived.
So he walked in, and as soon as he came on campus, he was 300 pounds. He worked on his conditioning. He worked on what he could do in the weight room. And Ray Harper just could not stop raving about how much work he's put in and how great of a kid. He used the word terrific 3 times to describe Mason Nicholson. 3.5 GPA in pre-med biology. John, you and I aren't doing that. There's no way.
Let's check in with Tiffany.
Yeah, guys, Coach Harper couldn't say enough about how he's a great student, and that also a student of the game, too. He's a sponge is what he called him. Just a smart guy to be around, has gotten better every single day.
Oh, Matheny up top, yes! He's getting hot! Woo! I love Matheny's words when asked about his sensational shooting in the second half yesterday. He immediately deferred to his teammates. He said those shots don't happen without the setup, the spacing of everyone else. Nicholson rushed the miss to Porter.
You watch his eyes right now. You could tell he wants another one. He's got it!
Air ball out of bounds. And he comes up with a smile and taps his chest.
Coming off the pick and roll, step back, spin. John, I'm telling you, to get your balance and have the tempo for your energy transfer on your shot like that, very, very difficult.
House and Pierre
Got to get Pierre going again, John.
Hogue up and in.
Do like Hogue's game a lot. He brings an enormous amount of energy for Jacksonville State. He is no question an energy giver for the Gamecocks.
He had 12 and 7 off the bench in the Gamecocks win against the Flames in the regular year. Matheny cuts to the cup. Pierre denies. Moffmer flick to Cleveland. Puts it on the deck. Left the ball exposed. 5 to shoot. Tough fall away. Air ball. Here comes House, who's been quiet for a bit, but is more than capable. He's had a terrific Conference USA tournament. Pierre got his.
Moffmer overhelped on the roll for Nicholson because they got it twice, and he left the 4th leading scorer in the country wide open for a rhythm 3.
That's
break down defensively, John.
First made triple today. He's a grossly improved outside shooter. Dump inside. Moffmer rejected by Nicholson. Now consider Pierre last played 2 years ago. He was off redshirting at Grambling last year. The last time he was on the floor, he was a 28% outside shooter. He's a nearly 40% high volume shooter this year.
And he's become a 3-level scorer. He wasn't that. And we say 3 levels, he's dangerous from 3, from mid-range, and can attack the rim as good as anybody in the country.
Nicholson, one-on-one against Aquino, playing with a foul.
Like that move.
Little throwback game, but in and out. Porter off the Aquino screen. House stays with him. Aquino rescreen. Oh, feed him. Thread the needle. Aquino kick corner. Matheny up fake. Extra pass Aquino. They reset. Moffmer for 3. And the rebound of the Gamecocks in Brigham.
You could see Pierre talking to House about look for him when they get switched off of Moffmer. If they run action and Moffmer switches off of Pierre, say they went guard on guard to try to get the switch, but Liberty didn't switch.
House beckons, Brigham arrives, 8 to shoot. Matheny denying end line. Hogue on the wing with 3 on the timer. A 3-ball. He only had 5 made threes, a 15% outside shooter on the season. 8 unanswered. Back within 5.
Got away with the carry.
Porter cut. House smothers. Moffmer saw a seam. 5 to shoot.
Defensive possession.
3 to shoot. Matheny has to put it up. And he got it!
Whoa, wow!
Timeout, Liberty!
How does he do it, John Sadak? How does he do it? The kid has been on fire. You want to talk about an impossible shot? Rips it.
Sail GP lands in California. The Port of LA welcomes the 12 world-class teams to the epicenter of glitz, glamour, and Hollywood.
ProPlan is always advancing with game-changing formulas that promote mental sharpness and help extend lives. See what nutrition can do. Purina ProPlan, always advancing.
I just signed 1,819,154 thank you cards for people who bought subs on last year's Day of Giving.
You know we're doing it again this year, right?
Again?
Join us for Jersey Mike's Day of Giving. Be a sub above.
Hilton is bringing you more new ways to stay than ever before. With all new places, there's all new experiences to enjoy. Hilton for the stay.
What's your favorite part of a Kit Kat bar? The chocolate?
Nope. The inside.
The wafers?
No, the stuff in between the wafers.
Oh, the in-between stuff.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
And try Kit Kat Vanilla.
Hi. Hi. Chocolate fundraiser.
With the Chase mobile app, things move a little more smoothly. Deposit checks easily and send money quickly. That's convenience from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
It's that time. Tomorrow, 6 Eastern, CBS, the first to reveal this year's bracket of the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship Selection Show. The road to the Final Four is on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. Conference USA Championship 35-27. Liberty the lead. Caden Matheny on fire.
Caden Matheny has been hotter than the fires of Mount Doom in the Conference USA tournament. He's 14 from 26 from three. He's got 3 threes and none more difficult than that one tonight. When he's making threes, this Liberty offense is almost impossible to slow down.
He struggled mightily regular year against Jacksonville State. That 1-point game, 0 for 9 from the field, his lowest scoring game of the year. But in this tournament, he is 14 of 26.
But what really helps Matheny is the play of Colin Porter and his ability to make plays with the ball and ball screen, sucks into defense, and he moves without the basketball so well.
And you see shades of the former Notre Dame man and Chicago Bull, John Paxson.
You watch his form and his energy transfer and his follow-through. It's perfect backspin. His left hand doesn't have any extra thumb movement in there. His offhand, he shoots it almost exactly like John Paxson.
Pierre got doubled. Now one-on-one, the smaller Porter. He tries to take plum advantage. Hang and hit.
It's so tough. You're just seeing why he's the top 5 scorer in the country. We've seen everything in his bag tonight.
Porter, as Yates cuts to the cup. Matheny loops free in the left corner. Pierre stays with him. Cleveland screen. Porter between the legs. Porter. 10 to shoot. Matheny driving on Pierre, lays it in.
He used the push layup. The only way to get that layup off is if you push the ball forward and don't do a regular layup. Smart.
Jacksonville State noticeably taking a breath, seemingly slowing as we approach the 2-minute mark.
It's definitely the way they want to play. They will take their time, a lot like Novocaine. You give it time, it always works.
Pierre, money.
He is one of the best isolation scorers in the nation.
He has dropped 14 in so far. He had 22 points total the first 2 games. Cleveland contested, loses handle. House nearly turned it over.
Contact there, John.
It's been physical. Now it's Pierre again against Porter, isolated. Cleveland comes to help. Great dump down low. Through a double hole, rolls off the front lip. Cleveland ball. Cleveland, one of the better passing bigs in America. Porter swing. Yates, extra pass, kick ball. Coming up, AT&T at the half. Brent Stover, Roy Hibbert, Pete Gillen, John Rothstein, and Jerry Palm will get you caught up on all the conference tournament action around the nation. Plus, first half stats and highlights head your way on AT&T at the half. Matheny gets a breather. Moffmer is back in. 1:16 before the break.
This is where Liberty's really good. They're top 15 in the country and based on out-of-bounds scoring efficiency. They're always going to run a lot of action.
Cleveland.
Defended well.
Pierre stays with him. Cleveland has been the main screener up top. Reluctant dribble. He had House, didn't realize up top. Yates. Won by the Gamecocks under a minute. Liberty. And the foul call.
That would have absolutely rocked the rim. Pierre took off like he was Stromile Swift. Man.
The foul to Cleveland, his first, and Pierre is clutch at the line, just about automatic. He hits. The Liberty lead ballooned at 1 point to 13, but here the Gamecocks a chance to draw within 4. Aquino and Matheny back in for Liberty.
Pierre's already got 15, and we've talked about it, John, and you've said it. Conference USA Player of the Year. But he's also 6th in Conference USA in assists per game. He almost gets 4 assists a game, so he's an elite scorer, but also a willing passer.
He is the Jacksonville State offense for long stretches.
No question.
Here's the Liberty offense. The lead trimmed to 4. Porter. House overplay, bumping him. Moffmer picked up by the smaller House, given the isolation, laid help, loses handle to his teammate Aquino. Matheny at the logo. Hogue gets big. Matheny, up fake doesn't dupe him. Prayer shot, air ball. Shot clock violation before it went out of bounds. Jacksonville State can hold for a shot.
Great team defensive possession by Jack State. An excellent individual defensive possession by Hogue, locking up Matheny at the top of the key. Not an easy task to do.
Matheny out Cleveland in, so Cleveland and Aquino along with Moffmer on the floor. This is one of Little Liberty's bigger lineups. And what do you know, it's Pierre picked up by Moffmer. Porter on the wing against House. They're the 2 primary options.
Send extra help, extra double. Yep, they do.
5 seconds. Pierre contested, logo 3, no. Niagu couldn't handle, and the horn hits. It's a 4-point affair at the break.
What a fun first half, John. Tempo a lot faster than I think we expected. We saw haymakers from both teams. This second half's going to be great.
Physical, pure shooting, sharing the ball. It started late, but it was worth the wait. At halftime, it's Liberty, the 1 seed, a 37-33 lead on the 2 seed Jacksonville State. We'll be in our New York studios after this. A dry floor and some fun on that floor. It's the Conference USA Championship on CBS Sports Network. Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. The second stanza, 37-33, Liberty lead on Jacksonville State. John Sadak, Mike O'Donnell, Tiffany Blackman will be with us in just a bit. What did you see in a back-and-forth first half?
Jacksonville State has to do a better job of guarding the 3. Liberty's top 15 in the country in made threes per game. They average about 10.5. They hit 7 in the first half. That has to get fixed coming out here in the next 20 minutes.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Kaden Matheny drilling from deep.
Came out a little slow and then all of a sudden found a rhythm. And Matheny was electric, right? 11 points in the first half, 3 or 5 from 3. Was a huge catalyst for them offensively in that Liberty run. Jacksonville State, when they found offense, it essentially came from the leading scorer in Conference USA, Jaron Pierre, who had 16 points and was very, very efficient from the floor. The tempo favors Liberty right now. Jacksonville State is finding offense with Jaron Pierre. I don't think they're worried about 33 points at halftime. They're fine with that, but they got to figure out a way to stop on defense.
Let's check in with Tiffany.
Hey guys, I spoke with Jack State coach Ray Harper, and he was positive. He told me we're right where we need to be, though he did point out that some of the Liberty transition buckets have come off of their own ill-advised shots. He said we've got to be better, and guys, he told me we will.
Appreciate that, Tiffany. He thought in their loss they were not nearly aggressive enough, and they weren't clean enough in those looks. They got down huge in the early stage of that game. It was the inverse here. It was a 12-4 run at the start, but a Liberty response of a 16-1 surge. At one point, the Liberty lead swelled to 13.
And Kelron House, the freshman, had a very good first half, 7 points, but they were a quick 7 points, and then it got really quiet.
And it's House.
Yeah, their pick and roll action was good in the first half. I'd like to see them go back to that.
House with the ball at the start, the feed to Pierre. Moffmer pokes it free. Pierre contested shot off. Aquino tip save by Moffmer. Moffmer might be the under-the-radar cog. This is a true team effort for Liberty. There's such synergy when they're playing well. There is Moffmer, up and in.
You see that pass from Colin Porter? How did he see Moffmer?
We'll see if Jacksonville State can find similar sharing. Porter goes over with House. Brigham screen. House falling down. Cotton shaping up. Brigham floats it home.
Just really like Brigham's game. Brings the energy. Never really takes bad shots. He lets the game come to him.
Porter, the facilitator.
Got him.
Matheny, rip twine. That's already 6 dimes in this game for Colin Porter. When he has 5 or more, Liberty 15-1 this year. Time ticking. 10 to shoot. Cotton push it off Matheny. Shot short, follows his own miss and puts it home.
You mentioned it, John. It's very obvious that Jacksonville State, they're attacking the rim. They're going inside, they're going after the paints.
Porter, Cleveland screen. Porter stepping back. Rainbow 3!
Jacksonville State has to change something. Has to. It's the 9th made 3 for Liberty.
Matheny bump on the end line run by Cotton.
Here's the screen. Watch Matheny's going to come this way, and then he's going to receive a screen to go back out to the corner 3. It's called setting up your man. Steph Curry does that so well, moving without the basketball. Spacing is good, but spacing does nothing if you don't scan for an open area.
Pierre doesn't need much space. But that shot off. Cleveland's got it. Liberty as a team this tournament, Mike, is shooting 50% from 3. That feels like a tough matchup for whoever they would draw. Taken away by Cotton. Ahead of Cleveland, fouled. And that'll be 2 on Zach Cleveland.
It was a really ill-advised pass by Caden Matheny. Just telegraphed it the whole way. And Corey Cotton reads it perfectly. Another very talented freshman for Jacksonville State.
Cotton 86% at the line on the year. He's a capable scorer. He put his name in the portal about a dozen games in with VMI. He was averaging 12.5 a game for the Keydets. Couple of subs. Peter is back in. Xander Yates returns as well. Hits them both. For Jacksonville State, part of the normal formula for Pierre is he gets to the line a ton. It's a big part of how they can get points. Peter fed.
The pace, the rhythm, the tempo. Peter is just so talented.
It's almost like he's with the dance partner.
Yeah.
And he's reading the rhythm of the defense. Oh, great lob. Nicholson. Seal and sink. An efficient stretch for each team. Cotton denying Matheny. Peter comes to the ball. Picked up by Pierre. Matheny on the handoff. Now Pierre's got him. Hard screen Cleveland. Feed the screener. Cleveland layup.
You're so worried about the Matheny 3. 2 go with 1, and you get a short roll action with Cleveland.
Jacksonville State looking for a response. Cotton to Pierre. Nicholson. Rolls off the iron. He'll go to the line. Yates has 3 fouls.
There's the curl by Peter. It's an excellent pass from Cleveland. There are very few players analytically that are better than Talon Peter in the half court. And we're seeing the curl action, the movement. It's constant tempo, rhythm, cutting. Liberty doesn't really run many plays, very many set plays. They don't look to reset their offense. Usually just one cut. It's a read by any player will reset the spacing of Liberty. That's what makes this team so difficult to scout against, because you're not scouting plays, you're scouting constant movement that feels like strategic randomness.
They've almost gone quantum. And Nicholson misses both. He has struggled at the stripe on the year.
Good denial by Jaron Pierre there.
Moffmer back in with Yates on the bench after his third foul. Cleveland, fed in stride, drop the hammer. House, Porter fell down. He floats it short, Porter wins it. Matheny, great feed, layup. Liberty has not missed since the break. Does Jacksonville State need a timeout, even though a dead ball means immediate? Ray Harper says play it out. Lob, Nicholson. Strong short. Peter to Porter. Oh, great feed behind the back. Moffmer saves it. He puts it up. Weak side House. And a whistle, and Nicholson is hurt. He is doubled over, clutching at his right shoulder. He is visibly in significant pain. Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside.
Daisy is creamy, pure natural cottage cheese. Only Daisy cottage cheese will do.
A moment like this, or this, puts you in rare air. Getting there requires a whole other level of confidence. Not to mention the right equipment and the right training. And the pros who ascend to the top of their field trust Werner, the official ladder of NCAA March Madness.
When you'd rather enjoy the pool than clean someone else's.
Sweetie, get out of the pool.
It matters where you stay. Conrad Hotels and Resorts. Hilton for the stay.
Gravity Defier for life. IMS for life.
Why are we walking so slowly? It makes this scene feel more cinematic.
I get that. It's just maybe not the best time to walk in slow motion.
It's the only time to walk in slow motion.
Back in Huntsville, and it looks like Daniel LaRusso is going to fight. Mason Nicholson was in visible pain after he got tied up looking for a loose ball. He was clutching at the right shoulder that has been heavily wrapped. The jersey is back on. This was the contact as he got tied up with Talon Peter.
Watch his right shoulder, and right there is where it looks like the most contacts came from, and he only took a couple steps before he grabs his right shoulder and then has to just walk towards the bench.
Let's go to Tiffany.
Hey guys, I just watched the Jack State athletic trainer just try to test out that right shoulder for Mason Nicholson, moving it up and down, and as she did, he was grimacing the whole time, so she made quick work, got him wrapped up there. He's now having a seat on the bench. We'll keep an eye on if he goes back in the game, guys.
Thank you kindly, Tiffany. If there's anybody on that Jacksonville State bench that would know most about it, it's Nicholson. He's a pre-med major.
That's right. But you need help taping your own shoulder, though.
Yes. Well, Jacksonville State down its most impactful true big. Pierre trying to create. Cotton for three. Aquino tip, won by Pierre. There haven't been many offensive boards in this game. Pierre loses handle. Porter couldn't save it. Tomorrow morning, 8:30 Eastern, head across the Atlantic. Some world-class pitch play. It's a Scottish Professional Football League matchup. League leader Celtic host the Rangers in the Old Firm Derby, right here on CBS Sports Network. Pierre. Hogue trying to shape up. He's matched up with Peter. That's a size advantage. Cotton for three. Ugly miss.
That was a bizarre miss from three, to put it kindly.
The Cotton has struggled of late. His last 4 games, just 3 of 14 from three. He's had a solid shooting season, but that was emblematic of recent action.
Great denial there on Matheny, though.
6 to shoot. Porter probes. That was altered by Jacksonville State. And won by Niagu. House, show and shake. Picked up by Moffmer. Pierre wants it. He's against Porter, outsizing him dramatically. Up top, it's Hogue! In and out.
I don't agree with Pierre throwing that out. You've got the mismatch. Make a play there. Nothing's really working for you offensively. You're the 4th leading scorer in the country. You've got a player who's 5'9" on you. You got to take advantage of that.
He hasn't scored since the break.
Snaking the ball screen, and it's a beauty from Caden Matheny.
He now has 16. He co-leads the game. Jacksonville State hasn't scored in over 4 minutes. The largest margin the game has seen. In dire need of a bucket. House, 2.
Just felt like you needed that if you were Jacksonville State.
So now Liberty deliberately brings it up the floor. Brigham ready to sub in for Jack State. Cleveland for Liberty. Porter, kick corner, Peter, pop! And again, it's that straddle point. 4 seconds, dead ball means immediate, but it feels like it's a tsunami of Liberty offense. And House, the unforced giveaway.
Everything working for the Liberty Flames. Cade Matheny snaking the ball screen. Colin Porter, his 8th assist of the night. You're watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota on CBS Sports Network.
What is going on?
People love how the new Homes.com helps them get quick answers about any property by connecting them to the actual listing agent.
Oh, so I'm done?
Oh, no. We're still not sure everyone knows that we're the only site that always connects you to the listing agent rather than selling off your contact info. So we're going to keep you up there a little while longer.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting great exposure.
Speaking of exposure, can we get him a hat?
Ooh, what about a beret?
Oh. Ding dong.
Homes.com. We've done your homework.
All right, trainees, let's say Glenn is a customer.
I'm the customer in this scenario.
What do we do?
Protect what's important to him.
And how do we do this?
We help with car, home,
both.
RV coverage.
Great, apply coverages. Because you never know what life is going to surprise you with at 90 miles per hour.
Did Coach say 90?
Push him out there.
You've got this, Glenn.
Am I going to feel this? I felt that.
Is he okay?
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Oh, he's moving.
It's how you do it. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And that goes with anything. You understand?
Find the things you love.
It's how you do it.
Welcome to your Walmart.
When you'd rather enjoy the pool than clean someone else's.
Sweetie, get out of the pool.
It matters where you stay. Conrad Hotels and Resorts. Hilton for the stay.
A Chewy pharmacy order is en route for Summit, who loves the outdoors. So her parents use Chewy to save 20% on their first order of flea and tick meds. Delivered fast so Summit never misses a dose or an adventure. For quality meds, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Conference USA Championship Liberty, a game-high 15-point lead. It's time for a Reese's player profile on the top scorer for the Flames, Talon Peter.
Talon Peters averaging almost 14 a game. He transferred from Division II Arkansas Tech, where he averaged 18 a game. And he is having an excellent game tonight. And he just does everything well. Shoots over 45% from three. He's a gifted scorer inside of the rim. He understands how to move and scan to an open area with space. And according to Synergy Sports, it's not Ryan Kalkbrenner and it's not Graham Ike. It is Talon Peter, who is #1 in the nation in half-court offense scoring efficiency. How about Mr. Peter doing it off the bench, John Sadak?
Oh,
and
what a feed from Peter! Hello! And the jam! Peter can pass, too.
John, when they're rolling, how beautiful is this offense to watch? So unselfish, so connected.
14 dimes on 25 made buckets. Hogue had been shaping up. Brigham instead trying to take Matheny to the cup. Pierre, top of the key, three, no. And every empty possession for Jacksonville State, you can just feel that vice-like grip.
It's very hard for Jacksonville State to come back because of their tempo and style of play.
Matheny drive altered.
It has to be all Pierre here, John. Has to be.
He's got the ball. Hogue. Baseline jumper. Got it.
But again, the ball has to be in Pierre's hands all the time. He's going to draw attention. Shooters have to be ready for the kick out, which is exactly what Hogue did on that play.
Porter at the table, ready to sub in. He's had a stellar evening.
Matheny dribbled that out too quickly.
Aquino, the physical fracas. Hoffmer, tough spin, rolls away. Kelron House had 7 points in the game's infancy, only 2 since. Lob, too long. Matheny says thank you. Behind the back, Cleveland screen. Hoffmer. Cleveland to Peter, who hasn't missed. Cleveland 10 to shoot. Matheny lob, Aquino, point blank.
John, how smart was that?
They missed 5 of 7 layups early. They have been automatic with easy 2 since.
Liberty has 15 assists and only 4 turnovers tonight.
It's pretty. Pierre.
Every time. It has to be every time. And why that's so important, it's not just you're drawing the foul, you're stopping the clock. Peter with the beautiful pocket pass, empty side pick and roll. Tough finish by Aquino.
A smattering of applause recognizing the return of Nicholson. This is his first minutes since he got that shoulder wrapped up. Thread to Pierre. Nicholson carves space, gets fed. Has to kick. House off the fake. Pierre sees a cutting Cotton. Rolls away.
I think Pierre's being too passive. I think he needs to just attack. I mean, there's 9 minutes left for the potential opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament. You got to get after it here.
Cleveland flick behind the head and a blocking foul. Contact in the lane there with Brigham, who's got his second.
Liberty in the ball screen, the extra pass. They will backdoor cut. They do all different types of action, chase ball screens. They do get action. There's flare screens, constant movement, curl cuts. It just doesn't stop.
These sound like options at a fast food restaurant. Curl cuts, I would order it. Step out of bounds by Peter.
I think you had some curl cuts last night there, Joe.
That's right. Along with some steak frites.
Oh, man. Now we're talking.
Here comes Kelron House. Time ticking on the Gamecocks. Moffmer gives no space. House. Foul. And for Jacksonville State to cut into the deficit, granted the tempo concern, this has to be part of it, right? Drive and go to the line.
It shouldn't even be a question. There is nothing else you should be focused on. And if I was the point guard for Jack State, I would be saying that constantly. Guys, nothing contested. Get to the rim. Get fouled. Stop the clock. You got an opportunity to hit free throws, great, but you stop the clock, you slow the tempo down.
Foul to Moffmer, his first. And House needs a moment. So he walks over to the bench. He is a great free throw shooter at 83%. And our officials to the table.
Looks like we might have some blood on the face.
That's exactly it. Gloves on.
Oh, yeah. Peter catches him right in the face with his right hand. Watch Peter, number 2, goes for the ball, hits Peter. Oh, looks like almost gets him in the eye.
So House, who had 7 of his 9 in the early stage of the game, coming off a career-high 20 when he was stellar in the semifinals.
We've talked about it before. Kelron House, the freshman, was MVP of the Kentucky-Ohio All-Star game. We dropped 20 points. He's a Louisville, Kentucky native. So is Ray Harper. End up on the Conference USA All-Freshman team. The only Division I offer that Kelron House had was from Jacksonville State. Coach Harper said, we have got to get this kid.
Misses. CBS Sports Network's coverage of conference tourney hoops continues tomorrow, noon Eastern. Army-Lehigh in the Patriot title game of the women's side. Bracket week continues. Army looking for its first title since 2016, led by Trinity Hardy. Lehigh head coach Addie Messier, former Princeton star player, trying to give the Mountain Hawks their first crown since 2021. And House misses both. Remember, it was House who hit 2 free throws with a little over 20 seconds left that made the difference in the semifinal game. And there's more blood dripping, so they stop play to make sure that the blood is contained and they can find a way to stop that bleeding for House.
Yeah, there's a cut right above his lip that they have to figure out a way to stop so House can get back in the game.
You have a 20-second limit to be able to remedy that. That can't be done here and now, so he's seated on the bench. Jacksonville State changed defense here.
Extended 1-3-1 zone.
Trying to hound Porter. Matheny, Cleveland. 9 to shoot. Matheny miss. Well, Pierre, without the aid of House, is another ball handler. Has to do even more. Brigham fouled.
And that's the 6th team foul on Liberty. If you want to chip away at this lead for Jacksonville State, John and I, you and I both agree. We're calling the game. We're not coaching the game, but that's the way to do it. Muddy the waters, stop the game, stop the clock.
Pierre. Moffmer hanging with him.
You could actually see Ray Harper say, take him, take him.
Cotton. Just hasn't been a good look, and an offensive foul. We'll step aside. Liberty cruising with a comfortable lead. A spot in the big dance on the line.
Thinking of updating my kitchen? Yeah. Yes. This year, we are finally updating our kitchen. Doing subway tile and an ivory or eggshell. Cream, maybe bone. Don't get me started on quartz. Big island. You ever heard of a waterfall counter?
For everyone who talks about doing that thing,
over there,
but never does that thing,
sweet little breakfast nook.
Chase has financial
See how
guidance.
you can start saving to make this happen.
Really?
Really?
Really.
At home or in
You
person.
could also check out a Chase Money Skills workshop.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Well, I was on my regular route when I find this note. Bring rings to beach wedding.
FedEx presents Tall Tales of True Deliveries.
So I grabbed the rings and hustled down the beach.
Who has the rings?
I do. I do. Okay, save wedding, all set. Just another day on the job.
If this is what we did for love, see what we can do for your business. FedEx.
Hilton is bringing you more new ways to stay than ever before. With all new places, there's all new experiences to enjoy. Hilton for the stay.
ProPlan is always advancing with game-changing formulas that promote mental sharpness and help extend lives. See what nutrition can do. Purina ProPlan, always advancing.
Have you had your Hershey's?
I just signed 1,819,154 thank you cards for people who bought subs on last year's Day of Giving.
You know we're doing it again this year, right?
Again?
Join us for Jersey Mike's Day of Giving. Be a sub above.
You're watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota on CBS Sports Network. Kelron House trying to stop the bleeding for more. Let's check in with Tiffany.
Yeah, John, and there's another concern. It's his right eye. I've been watching the athletic trainer holding her fingers up, trying to get him to move around that right eye. It's a little glazed over, guys. And she also tried to administer some eye drops as well. So we'll keep a watch on this to see if he can get back in the game. He's got the towel over his head, a bit frustrated right now.
Now, clearly, and as a point guard, anything in the eye area, right, it can mess up your rhythm and your vision. Just hate that happened to Kelron House. Such a great player.
Porter beat Cotton. Great feed to Aquino. He seems stunned to receive. Off the double skip, Matheny, deep three! Jacksonville State has not known a deficit larger than 21 on the year. That came when they last saw Liberty, and they were buried in Lynchburg, Virginia. Brigham snap twine. With 7 minutes to go, Jacksonville State likely needs to find a way to force a Liberty team that only turns it over 10 times a game to give it away.
And we're seeing an extended 1-3-1 zone. You're trying to disrupt rhythm, and they do it initially, and then after it's broken, they go to man. But you're absolutely right, John. You got to put a little pressure on.
Foul on Hogue. That'll be his first.
These are really hard threes to make. You never want to pass a bounce pass to a three-point shooter because of the timing and the fact you have to look down at the floor to catch it. Shooters never like to receive a bounce pass, but Matheny is so good, it does not matter.
Mofford trying to wrap around, kicked by Cotton. The Liberty Flames 27 wins on their year, regular season champs at Conference USA, and regular success as Peter takes Mofford's spot. Away from home, they have played 19 games away from their building this year. They're 15-3 entering tonight. Audience. Off the iron. Gamecocks up the floor. Nicholson. Foul.
And this is the way to come back. This is absolutely the way to come back, but you have to manufacture consecutive stops in a row. You can't just be trading buckets back and forth if you're Jack State.
Nicholson at the line. Well, Ray Harper knows 6:11 to go. They need every precious point. And a miss. Now this Liberty offense that has been brilliant tonight, shooting 60% from the field. Hogue hounding Porter. Tipped and taken away. Lob to Pierre. Loses handle out of bounds. Jacksonville State ball.
That looked like out on Pierre to me. Can't review that yet. Can't review it till under 2 minutes. Let's take a look at it again. I think that's out on Pierre.
So maybe a gift possession here. Lob to Nicholson, who doesn't have that wrap on his right shoulder anymore. Cotton has forced some outside shots. A little closer, gets fouled, and bonus arrives.
Well, this is the way you do it. You got the turnover, the extended 1-3-1 press, force the turnover, you get out and run in transition, you get an extra possession and get to the free throw line.
And another miss. Make sure to tune in to the 2025 Reese's College All-Star Game presented by Walmart on April 4th, live at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on CBS Sports Network. The last foul went to Porter as his first, and Cotton misses. Now, these are a lot of lost opportunities at the line.
No question about it.
As it is, the Gamecocks probably need some luck.
They're doing exactly what they need to do defensively. See if you can get a quick trap. Can you get a deflection, get a steal, cause some type of disruption.
Matheny! Air ball. And one of the lost elements for Liberty, Mike, there's a lot of rightful praise for their beautiful offense. But by most metrics, they're actually even better defensively.
Yeah, they're one of the best teams in the country at defending the three-point line. They're third in the nation in three-point field goal percentage defense. They hold teams to just 28% from three, and right on cue, Jacksonville State makes a three. Thanks for setting me up, John Sadak.
Well, Brigham hits it, timeout, Gamecocks, 5 and change, down 13.
You could pick the perfect topping for a freshly prepped Jersey Mike's Sub Bowl. What would it be? On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Tender, juicy, all-white meat chicken breast. Jinx. I knew you were going to say that. The new roasted chicken Sub Bowl. Only at Jersey Mike's.
I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and melt with you.
Have you had your Hershey's?
A moment like this, or this, puts you in rare air. Getting there requires a whole other level of confidence. Not to mention the right equipment and the right training. And the pros who ascend to the top of their field, trust Werner, the official ladder of NCAA March Madness.
I'm an overpowered leaf blower, and I'm not exactly street legal.
And if you don't have the right auto coverage, this could really blow your budget. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
When you'd rather enjoy the pool than clean someone else's.
Sweetie, get out of the pool.
It matters where you stay. Conrad Hotels and Resorts. Hilton for the stay.
On Chewy, get a free $20 e-gift card with your first food order when you shop all the brands for any taste or any diet at prices you love, delivered fast. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Part of the magic of college basketball, the students and support all around. Conference USA Championship in Huntsville, a late start thanks to an odd rain delay, a leak in the roof. And Jacksonville State on a 7-0 run complete a late comeback. Since the break, a top 5 scorer in the country, wearing 5, Deron Pierre Jr. has not scored. Porter to Cleveland, wraparound Aquino, good up fake, fouled. You love Yoda. There's a lot of balance in this Liberty offense.
True that is, John Sadak. True that is. And some teams don't need balance in their offense. They really only need 1 or 2 guys to find them flow, particularly from a scoring standpoint. But that's the way this Liberty offense runs. It's not just one guy. It's not just 2 guys. It is a collective effort, and that is what makes it dangerous. Everybody has a role specifically from a fluidity standpoint on how they like to run their offense. John, I want to go back to a point that you briefly made before we talked about Liberty's balance. You mentioned Deron Pierre and his struggles in the second half. He took 12 shots in the first half. He had 16 points. He's only taken 3 shots in the second half. This is the 4th leading scorer in the country, and there's 4:30 left.
And he put him on his back. Baseline J is short. Hogue rejected by Aquino. Pierre snatches the ball. Timer ticks. Cotton cuts. Great lead, Nicholson. And you wonder if he played a little softer with that shoulder that at one point was heavily wrapped. Odd to see Liberty roll entry with this lead.
Very strange. You're trying to get the clock's your friend. You're trying to get it running.
Cleveland, Aquino, extra pass, Peter. Porter on the drive. Great no look. Cleveland hammer! Porter with a career high tying 9 dimes. That was beautiful. He's now an assist away from his first career double-double. Pierre soars. He'll go to the line.
The 16th assist for Liberty, and it is a beauty. The half-court offense, the unselfishness, so smooth for Liberty.
CBS celebrates Women's History Month.
Mat and wireless remote. Call now.
Coming up next, join our college basketball experts in the studio. They talk all things conference tournaments, highlights of top plays, and unmatched insights. Bracket Week continues here on CBS Sports Network. Reach New Heights, brought to you by Werner Ladder.
Porter has been an absolute maestro with the basketball. Yes, he's got 10 points. He has 9 assists, only 2 turnovers in 32 minutes of play. There is no question that Colin Porter is the most underappreciated player on this Liberty team. There's so much conversation around Cade Matheny, Taylon Peter, and Zach Cleveland, but Colin Porter has been big time for Liberty all season.
Let's go to Tiffany.
Yeah, guys, and that's what Coach McKay talked to us about. He also said there's a reason that Colin leads us in minutes. And the best part, he said, was I could give him the keys to the car, tell him to be home by midnight, and he'd be home by midnight. He's just that kind of guy.
That reliability. His 9 dimes has tied the Conference USA Championship record. Matheny somehow kept his footing in a dribble. Cleveland coughs it up, but it's tipped by Pierre out of bounds. You know, a critical part of this game, Mike, Jacksonville State leads Conference USA, just outside of the top 30 in the country in free throw shooting. Tonight, Pierre just missed 1 of 2. They are 8 of 17 as a team at the line.
Tells me one thing, tired legs, John. That's what free throws are. When you miss free throws, that means you're exhausted and you're having a hard time locking in.
Matheny is pretty locked in. Saw the double. Somehow kept that tight dribble. And taken away from Porter by Hogue. Pierre right down the grain of the lane. Foul Aquino. That'll be his second.
Even though you're not shooting the free throw well in this game, you have to keep getting to the line if you're Jacksonville State. Because now we're approaching a time where made free throws mean full court press opportunities for you to immediately set up your defense. We're starting to see the trickle effect of the extended pressure from Jacksonville State. They've been starting to get deflections, and now they're getting a steal.
Correction, third foul to Aquino. Pierre converts. And with that in mind, I mean, you have no choice. It is what it is. But trying to do the math, 3 minutes to go, this kind of a deficit, pretty tight window.
And you can play the math game while you're on defense as well, though, John. I mean, you've only got 3 team fouls. If you have to use one, you can use one.
So baseline trigger, Moffmer. Hogue fronts with his length. Porter. Wrap around, Moffmer. Cleveland finds Porter, they get across.
Dangerous pass.
Peter return, Porter, rhythm 3.
He's been big time. Absolutely big time tonight. 13 points, 9 assists for Colin Porter.
Brigham driving on Matheny. Hard tumble. But that's the kind of action that you want.
I agree with that. Peter with the great catch from Porter, who made it through a very difficult pass. Speaking of great shooting form, between Matheny and Porter, they could put on a clinic for how to shoot the 3.
The foul to Matheny, his third. His double bonus has been for Jacksonville State. And another miss. Now, Brigham is an 83% free throw shooter. Granted, some weak shooters have been at the line, but some great shooters have been at the line for Jacksonville State. Under 2.5.
So you go to a 3-quarter court press because you felt the full court press left up too many open shot shooting opportunities for Liberty.
Moffmer avoids the trap at midcourt. Porter. Matheny steps into it. Cleveland tracks it down. And Peter wisely doesn't pull the trigger. Now drives, gets the lay-in. Whistle.
You and I had a really good look at this. I was wondering when Peter was going to drive because the lane was just wide open.
Foul to Cotton, his third.
What a great job by head coach Richie McKay from a scouting standpoint. Needed to add a couple pieces. Didn't want to just rely on the three-point shot this season. Found someone in Peter who, yes, can shoot the 3 well, but is so good at attacking inside the arc. He's so good. He's actually 7th in the nation in 2-point range. He shoots 75% from inside the arc at 6'4". Wow.
Because they're pretty much layups, right? I mean, that's what's happened tonight.
Well, they are, but every layup that he makes is usually really difficult. It's not like he's getting wide open shots, but that does help when you think about it. He's got these open drives because of Liberty's spacing with all the shooters on the 3-point line.
Air ball by Pierre. And it feels almost fait accompli. House returns, first time since he went out with the blood and eye issue, the cut on his face, and the cloudiness he had in his eye as he sat for a long time with a towel draped over his head.
We've got a lot of energy. I'd be thinking about just flying around. Minute 42 left. Deflection steal if he can.
3 touch passes. Peter misses, but he's fouled. 1:38 to go.
It's really hard to press this Liberty team. And you don't have to take my word for it. The numbers speak for themselves. They are 3rd in the nation in press offense scoring. They faced, coming into this game, they faced just over 220 possessions of full court press. Got a 61% effective field goal percentage in press offense. That is crazy good.
Earlier on our air, the Liberty women's team won Conference USA. Liberty men trying to make it a clean sweep. Middle Tennessee in 2016, the last time the same program claimed the men's and women's tournament crowns. It's only happened 3 times in league history. Cincinnati turned the trick in 2002. Jacksonville State needs rapid shots. Brigham.
There's one.
And we'll get a timeout from Jacksonville State. 1:27 left. And Ray Harper.
This is just substitution timeout.
He just wants to roll subs. Doesn't want a clean talkover here. And normally this is a timeout for a quick sub when you're bringing in walk-ons, you're taking your starters out, you want a moment to recognize them. It's not often used in this kind of a way.
Now you're trying to go offense-defense here. You're trying to get your fastest team in for a full-court press opportunity. Got one.
Taken away. Brigham.
Yeah, this is really just got to let it go here.
House. Layup. Down to 12. Matheny. Fouled. You mentioned the team fouls. They've picked up some. It's now bonus. That's the 7. So the 1-and-1s begin for Liberty.
There's a drive by House. Hezzy, inside out. Tough finish by the freshman. It is interesting. This is the one Achilles heel offensively for Liberty that is very difficult to understand. They're an elite three-point shooting team. They are last in Conference USA in free throw percentage.
Now Matheny is a strong free throw shooter, 77%. But as you mentioned, he is an outlier. Not just last in Conference USA. Out of 354 Division I teams, they're 340th in the country.
How good is Matheny been in this game, though? I mean, just all tournament long, he has been, the MVP of the Conference USA tournament as far as I'm concerned. He actually got engaged this past summer, getting his master's in real estate development.
Trying to tack on. A roll entry, House. Stepping back, Matheny fell down. That's off iron, tipped by Brigham. And a whistle, and Matheny is on his back. He seemed to clutch at the bottom of his foot as it totally gave way and he fell down to the floor.
Yeah, they're grabbing his calf right now. They're trying to work on his left calf. Appears to be a cramp. Which, if that's the case, because you don't see him twist it, you see his left calf bulge like that.
Yeah,
that's a good sign for. I mean, it's painful. It hurts if it is a cramp. I mean, every Hooper's experienced that. It is an uncomfortable thing, and certainly hope it's just that. But
so he needs extreme help coming off the floor. Now he breaks into a jog, shows a smile, and he says, "Get loud," because he can taste what's 1 minute and 1 second away.
And that kid has NCAA tournament star potential. His three-point shooting, how he moves, his handle. Got a minute left before you could see Cade Matheny as one of those potential 12, 13 seed players.
Well, Jerry Palm, as of today, Niagu hits. The foul to Matheny, by the way, is 4th. He projects Liberty as a 12 seed. And some pickle juice on the way from Matheny to hydrate. He has them taking on Michigan as of the bracket updated earlier today.
Oh my goodness, the potential of Cade Matheny and Danny Wolf going head-to-head. Not quite sure how Matheny's going to guard Danny Wolf if that ends up being the matchup, but you want to talk about a dangerous 12 seed. My goodness, look out.
Touchdown, Liberty! Over the top for 2. House hounded. Brigham puts it up. Cotton. Altered by Aquino. Foul. Aquino's got 4.
Liberty loves to run Talon Peter out when they run their press offense. If they can get the post route available play on the out-of-bounds throw-in, they'd love to take advantage of that. Peter has had himself another excellent game off the bench. Hard to believe this kid, that kid didn't have a single Division I offer. He's got 20 tonight. And excuse me, would also like to point out the fact that we were talking about Talon Peter and his efficiency. He's got 20. John, he hasn't missed a shot.
He's missed 1 free throw. But he's 7 of 7 from the
I can
field.
hear the disappointment in your voice that he missed 1. He's 7 of 7 from the floor. Yep. Yeah, but he missed a free throw.
Here comes Liberty. And the foul. And this feels like window dressing for the final score. So Liberty's going to go to the line as the foul goes to Hogue. And Liberty looking to get to 80 points for a 6th straight game. This would be the first time in their Division I history.
You think about this Liberty team, how you scout for them on a neutral site floor when you haven't faced this kind of offense. Do they have the makeup for a potential Cinderella? They're an elite 3-point shooting team, and they're one of the best, top 5 in the country at defending in the 3. That's a recipe for success, John.
Hogue, they give him the bucket. Why not? Timer off.
Great season for Jacksonville State as well. Jaron Pierre was just uncharacteristically quiet in the second half.
His 3 arguably worst shooting games of the year all came against Liberty. Not fouling right now. Peter allowed to dribble. They won the regular season title. They came to Huntsville with a purpose. Flames on. Liberty takes the league. The first Conference USA tournament title for Liberty. Richie McKay's squad on the big dance for the first time in 4 years. The Liberty Flames are the CUSA tournament champs.
An incredible season. This is a Liberty team that had non-conference wins over Kansas State, McNeese State. They've got shooters, they've got spacing, they've got passing. Can't wait to see this team in the big dance, punching their ticket. Wow.
And their point man who had a career day, Colin Porter with Tiffany.
Colin Porter, the first Liberty Conference USA championship for you all. You punched your ticket to the tournament. What does it feel like to hear those words?
I think my teammates are saying it all for me. It's a blessing to come true. I mean, we fought all year long. You know, we went through bumps and bruises. But, I mean, this is all glory to God. This is the greatest university in the world, so we're just grateful to do it for them.
13 points, 9 assists for you. What was working?
My teammates were hitting the shots, so it was awesome just going out here for these group of guys and competing every day. It's something that we dreamed of as kids, and now, doing it with these guys, it's even more better.
Your coaches talked to us about how you've always just been undervalued, right? which feels like you're one of the most important players of this team?
I think that's just trusting the two of us. I trusted him to come to this great university, and he trusts me to go out and play for his team and his program. So I love Coach, and I wouldn't want to play for anyone else.
Congratulations. Enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
A kind thanks, the Liberty Flames, Crown Kings in Conference USA. It was worth the wait. From Mike O'Donnell, Tiffany Blackman, and our entire crew, I'm John Sadak. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. We'll send it now to our New York studios. We'll be back in a bit for the trophy celebration. Congrats to the Liberty Flames, the 2025 Conference USA Tournament Kings.
John, Mike, Tiffany, the entire crew, well done. We'll head back out for the trophy presentation momentarily. 12-point win. Man, the shooting got really, really good in that game for the Liberty Flames, and they are dancing for the first time since 21. John Rothstein, Roy Hibbert, Pete Gillen, I'm Brent Stover. So 79-67, Caden Matheny 21 on 7 of 15. Johnny was 5 of 10 from downtown. As a team, Liberty 12 of 20 from distance.
Well, that's the thing you have to be scared about if you see Liberty against you on Selection Sunday, because for years, Liberty was a defensive-minded team, much like Richie McKay was an assistant under Tony Bennett at Virginia, but this team can really shoot. This team has shooters all over the floor, and I'm telling you, Brent, as you can see the jubilation, the ecstasy, the pageantry right there of winning a conference tournament by Liberty, you are going to see also an offensive-minded team that, look, was 12 of 20 from 3. Matheny and Porter are combined 8 of 13 from long distance. It's like they're playing around Roy Hibbert with all that spacing.
Well, Liberty to me seemed like they wanted it more. They beat them to every loose ball. They executed great on baseline out of bounds to get easy transition layups where nobody was around. And it's so hard to lose when you shoot 60% from the field and 60% from the three-point line. I'm happy for those young men.
The whole new world in college basketball. Talon Peter, transfer from Arkansas Tech, Division II, leading scorer for Liberty going into the game. Tremendous player. So it's a whole new world. All right, everybody's changing, putting himself in a portal. My wife put me in a portal. Going back. But great win for Liberty. I'm happy for Richie McKay.
20 for Talon Peter. We mentioned the huge game from Matheny. And for the first time since 2013, the Liberty men and the Liberty women are going to the NCAA tournament. The jubilation continues. Trophy presentation.